Gormagat, I want to commend my colleague Matt Carthy and Marie McCormick for bringing this bill forward. It is critically important, and above all I want to welcome the women in the gallery and thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do and all that you continue to do. And I want you to know that it really matters and that it will bring about the change that we need to make when we stand together. Because the fact is, Minister, and I do think that you know this, and we have confidence, we have faith in you that you are going to make the changes that are needed here, that we are not coming back year after year doing the same thing over and over again. Because you will know, Minister, that the truth is that domestic and sexual violence is not treated as a crime. It is not treated as a crime, and there is not zero tolerance. Because if there were, we wouldn't be standing here again. You also know that women and children have a right to feel safe, and that is the bottom line. They have a right to feel safe. This bill will obviously help that in the situation where you have perpetrators that more often than not aren't obligated to fulfil even the lenient sentences that they get. Because we operate in systems, and again you will know this, that condone domestic and sexual violence. And I see it all of the time in courts. I see where decisions are made, where it is quite obvious that those who are making the decisions do not understand the dynamics of domestic violence, and they do not understand the minds of the abusers that are in front of them. And if I see another letter come before a court that says he was a member of the GAA club, he was a member of this, he's an outstanding citizen, and all of these excuses that are made. When domestic violence and sexual violence, when that crime is committed, it is committed by the perpetrator knowing what they are doing. They make that choice. They choose to do this, and they will continue to do it until the sanctions reflect the gravity of what they do, the destruction of the lives of women and children, and it has to stop, and it has to stop now. The cost of gender-based violence to lives, to individual lives, to families, to communities is just too much high, is just too high, and it continues decade after decade and year after year. It is time to shout stop, but it must, and obviously we need more services, we need resources, we need all of that desperately bad. There are too many counties that don't even have a refuge within the counties. But we need the perpetrators to stop, and they will only stop if we make them stop. And it was within the will of the justice system here to make them stop if the sanctions are severe enough. We have to create communities that are free of the crime of domestic and sexual violence, of gender-based violence.